Thanks, Jen. Back to voting rights real quickly. When you said Democrats will have to find a, quote, alternative path forward if the Freedom to Vote Act fails tomorrow, do you mean a new alternative legislatively in Congress or an alternative path besides legislation? What are possible alternatives in this case?
Well, we'll have to discuss that once the vote concludes. But the president, as you know, has taken a number of steps of his own accord, including a historic executive order on voting rights, including additional funding referenced earlier to help protect people's fundamental right to vote, including asking the vice president or agreeing with the vice president that she would serve and lead this effort around the country. So this is an issue we're committed to, and we'll continue to be in conversation with leaders in Congress on how to get it done.
Yeah, and I know you've been asked about the filibuster a lot over the last year, but would the president reconsider his position on the filibuster if Senate Republicans do block the Freedom to Vote Act tomorrow?
Again, I have nothing other to preview for you than the president is committed to getting voting rights done. He had a range of conversations I just outlined for all of you. Whoa, okay, hopefully everyone's okay. That I just outlined for all of you. It remains a commitment of the president, and he's going to continue to work to get it done.
Those meetings were just with lawmakers who already support the Freedom to Vote Act. So what came out of those meetings productive to help get this passed?
Conversations about the path forward and the conversations about the president's commitment to making sure voting rights become law, protecting voting rights.
Jen, following
I'll
up,
go to you next time. Go ahead.
following up on voting rights, you have about 25 people out there in a standoff getting ready to get arrested, some high-name people, and they're concerned that the president is not dealing with the issue of the filibuster correctly. That's one question on voting rights. What can the president do to move this forward if he does not want to deal with the filibuster? What can he do?
Well, I think, April, what you've seen him do to date is take every step possible under his purview, whether it's signing historic executive actions into law, whether it is ensuring that there is funding that is provided to protect people's fundamental rights, whether it's giving major speeches on voting rights and conveying to people, including activists who are proudly standing up and defending people's fundamental rights, that this is something he's committed to do. Right now, there's going to be a vote tomorrow. We're going to keep working with leaders in Congress to get this done.
So, with that said, you said just a few minutes ago the president has 5 decades in Washington. With that 5 decades comes relationship. He said before he's had a relationship with Mitch McConnell. Is this the time that he talks to Mitch McConnell about voting rights, to lean in, to get Republicans to stand and support it? Because this is not just a black issue, it's an everyone issue.
Agree. It is an everyone issue, and it's a fundamental threat to our democracy, and it's a priority for the president to get this done. I don't have any calls with Senator McConnell to preview for you, but certainly the president's going to use every relationship, every lever, every bully pulpit opportunity he has to move this forward.
The last black agenda item.